couldn't have a C-section.
Well,
Back then,
why would you want to have that many kids? Like, how many kids? 69.
69. 67. No, 69.
Live birth?
So 67. No, it was 2 died. So 69. Yeah.
2016, she had given birth to 44 children, including 3 sets of
44?
quadruplets,
What
4
year?
sets of triplets, and 6 sets of twins,
More
due to a
common.
rare genetic condition that caused her to hyperovulate.
Wait, what year was that first one in? This one? Oh, it was the 1700s.
Ask them when the first C-section was performed.
When was the first C-section performed?
Pinpointing the first C-section depends on whether you mean the first one ever performed, usually on deceased mothers, or the first one where the
What?
mother actually survived.
Whoa.
The history is a mix of ancient lore, grisly necessity, and a few medical miracles. 1. Ancient times, the Lex Caesarea. In ancient Rome, around 715 BC, the Lex Caesarea, law of Caesar, decreed that if a pregnant woman died, the baby had to be cut from her womb immediately in an attempt to save the child or for separate burial.
Wow.
This is likely where the name Caesarian comes from, not from
Caesar.
Julius Caesar himself.
Wow.
The myth, contrary to
I didn't even
popular
know
belief,
cesarean had
Julius
anything to do
Caesar
with
was
Julius
likely
Caesar.
not born via C-section. His mother, Aurelia, lived for many years after his birth, and in that era, a woman surviving such a surgery was virtually impossible. 2. The first successful C-section, 1500. The first recorded instance of a mother and baby both surviving occurred in Switzerland in 1500.
1500.
The surgeon, Jacob Neuffer, a professional pig gelding, someone who castrates livestock. The story, his wife had been in labor for days with no progress. After 13 midwives failed to help, Neuffer received permission from local magistrates to operate on his wife himself.
Yeah,
The outcome, miraculously, she survived and supposedly went on to have 5
vaginal
children
birth?
naturally later in life.
Yeah,
They're
they are
tiny
tiny. They
babies.
are. They're like
1337,
So they come out way
pounds.
different than our regular babies.
Yeah, because they're like a pound or less.
Research
Yeah, I know
suggests
that,
a successful
but
C-section
still having
might have
5 or
occurred
7,
earlier.
Like
1 pound or less
and
babies.
if one is breached, like going up there and like flipping them.
But they, I don't think they did all that shit back in the day, though.
That's why women were dying.
That's why they were not. Yeah, and she lived.
Like
And that I just heard that the reason why they originally started doing cesareans was because the mother was dead. So it wasn't even something they were doing.
No,
like,
that
from
was when they first started it.
Yeah,
But by,
that's what I'm saying when they started.
by 1500, the first successful C-section in 1500.
But why would you start doing C-sections on dead people?
Because they were dead, they're trying to save the baby, and then they try, and if not save the baby, give them separate burials.
yeah, because like the whole burial thing, like we when we're buried facing the east. Like there's ritualistically, you know, like
So that's why I want to be cremated.
Right.
That's why
Right.
we cremated. Time. Do not be
Right.
trying to. And my
Yeah.
thing is just
I'm
like there's
cremated.
things
My mom-
that they do
my mom was, my
that
grandma
I'm
was.
like I don't want to be a part of your
My
ritual.
Ken was like a lot of
And
people.
maybe
that
even
found
burning is a part of a ritual, but at least when I'm burnt, like
'Cause
when
it's
my
dust to
ashes
dust.
go back to the land, I don't need you to be burying my body a certain way. So for that amount of time, I'm doing whatever ritual that is because they teach us wrong. I'm like, we don't really know. Even in Christianity, I'm like,
We don't know we're doing rituals at concerts.
What kind of God wants you to drink blood and eat flesh? Like when you're doing communion, you're drinking blood and you're eating the flesh,
that part. That's
Right.
the scary of
and
the
that's a
whole-
ritual.
the last part of the racism thing and the slavery is they're after the melanin.
Mm-hmm.
They're killing little black babies and drinking the
Blood.
Yeah.
And then, but
Yeah.
then to have a whole thing called Christians and every communion,
Mhm.
we're all coming together and
Happens.
drinking blood, which even though it was grape juice, it's a
But
matter
it
of,
has, but it has
Consecrated.
yeah. But it has,
but it's
a,
still it's a symbol.
it's a symbol
what is
of.
the
So
real-
that's still
so
part
it's
of
taking
ritual.
place. Yeah,
Right.
so we're still doing that.
And I don't-
Nobody ever thinking it because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I would never like today if you ask me to drink some blood.
This is
And,
the covenant,
eat some
the
flesh.
everlasting covenant. It will be
I'm like,
shed
I'm not
for you
eating no
for all
flesh.
generations.
And bitch, what is it? Wait, I might eat some if it's ribs.
Drink this.
Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
just
because
saying.
you know what I thought you? Since they've been doing this to us, not too bad,
They make us
since
feel like
they've been,
it's a
since they've
good
been
thing, but it's
confusing us
not.
all our lives,
Yeah.
who's to say that? Not doubting nothing, but we all have
You
to.
get
Like
to,
it.
and
But
that's
who's
how
to
I
say that we've been praising the right?
They could be having us.
They could have
pray
us be
to-
praising the devil,
And that's what I'm saying. And they might
Right.
be because that look at how much evil
don't-
gets a rewarded, like how much
And so much evil in
is
churches.
rewarded. And how much evil in that. Yes, the main people that are pedophiles and doing the most things to the kids
Yep.
are religious people.
And
And then
also
the
not to
thing-
be sacrilegious,
and
but
back-
God Himself in the Bible says, "I am the Alpha, the Omega. I am all things." That doesn't mean just
The good
Just
things.
the right.
That
Well,
also
because you
means
can't, but
there are
that's also
darkness.
another team thing that teaches it because you can't have one without the other. So
Yeah, yin yang.
yeah, so people want to believe. I'm like, in order for there to be good and for us to recognize what's good, there
That's
has to
so
be
bad.
something to go against it. Otherwise, how would we know what was bad or good if everything all looked the same?
How are we living right now if we don't have opposites?
We don't learn how to appreciate,
And you wouldn't be able
and then
to-
we have
Exactly.
no opportunity to ever learn actual love, which is sacrifice.
And the thing that starts to make things bad is overindulging in it. Because I'm like, people think this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I'm like, if it's something we have an ability to
Who's to
do,
say what's bad or good?
it's not bad. But when you do it too
I'm gonna
much,
tell you, as you're
when you're consuming too much, when it's causing a problem for other people or yourself, yes,
it's wrong, yeah.
that's a problem. Like that's when it becomes a problem.
I mean, have you denying shit when you see it
Yes.
clearly?
And that's how our whole government, our whole world is set up. And now, especially as women, that's why I'm like, it's really, and I really don't like being around men that don't understand or even acknowledge. I'm like, it's literally set up for us to never feel powerful on our own.
And that's not work for me. Well,
And it wasn't ever working. And y'all were literally burning us on the cross, burning us out like we were witches at the stake
And
because
they
we were able
distract
to roast
us
up.
by the book of Genesis.
they give us crack
Because
cocaine
people-
and shoot them up, and the dude went crazy and killed a bunch with his bare hands. They shot this man. He still was coming at him. And this was way back when.
And that's when
And
crack
they
was
want,
crack.
like, every book in the Bible is
Rewritten.
ambiguous. It's a parable.
It is.
You know, it's
Yeah, it is
taught
parable. And
parables.
some of them,
But
some of
people
them are
all of a
it's rewritten.
sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but they take the book of Genesis completely literally. But if you listen to God's 2 orders to Adam and Eve, they were, do not eat of the fruit of the tree of truth and knowledge.
I would wonder why
But-
wouldn't God want us to know the truth and give
But-
us knowledge. I
but-
think he would give us that.
But the second one,
Because- no,
he uses the word fruit again.
but he's not talking about
But that's not
But
fruit.
be fruitful and multiply.
being fruit.
But don't eat the fruit. But be fruitful.
Other places in the Bible, multiple times, is a human being referred to as planting your roots in your tree
And
your
that's funny.
branches.
Well, and that's funny because with that being said,
So how is he not
there's-
saying don't eat?
well, because and then you are what you eat. You are what you eat. It's a lot of different things, but like there's creation where we were made from God, like we were made from God, and there's literally like in the book of Enoch, there's like this incubator. And they were talking about how back then they took flesh, so something that was human, that was what we are,
Mm-hmm.
and a bone of another thing or whatever else, and they were creating people from that. So there was like tree people, all kind of weird people, and in this book it was showing all of that. And I'm like, it makes sense because that's basically the beginning of alchemy and when they were trying to become creators and they made
Which
this whole
is
working race.
Satan's
I love that
plan
game.
of being
Mhm.
God. And that
That's
That's what
Yeah.
science is.
Science is trying to disprove God. They want to be God, but I'm like, you will never be if you can never be God because you still haven't figured out. You can't figure out any of the things. You keep testing everything to figure out how this got to be like that. You might
Which is
be able
good to do because you
We-
everybody will know
and some
what
stuff-
knowledge is good to have.
but
But
it
knowledge
is
is good to
good.
have if you use it for the right things.
Yeah,
People
and
use
that's
it,
what, and they have us learning it for the bad.
but this
reasons,
is the devil's playground, so you can't think nothing of it.
right. And
No.
we were born in
Come-
sin. But
too. But
really,
we were redeemed. I thought. So I
judge
was like,
lest
you do
ye
people.
not be judged. Or judge not lest ye not be judged. God himself, by telling Eve, don't eat of the fruit, but be fruitful, was a contradictory statement. And that was
Then why did they take out Lilith?
Because she was us.
She's a
She
bad
was
bitch.
us. She was us.
And
So
they
Lilith,
don't
they
want
was
the
like,
women. They don't want the women to be.
they didn't. Well, that's why they
She-
wrote Eve into the Bible like that
I
because
believe that she
she's
got the apple too. Like she was eaten and enlightened and said, I don't need you.
Yeah, I
think
think
that-
what
I
it was
They
they already
already
ate
were
from that
there
tree.
and they were-
And
yeah,
Adam
he
and
was trying to be
Adam
smart.
and Lilith already did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
But
then
she was not
that
feeling
didn't that didn't nothing like that. So he said, don't next time around, don't eat from that over there. Because you know how last time, Adam. Because Eve didn't know nothing about it. Eve didn't know nothing about it.
Mhm.
But Adam was new because Adam and Lilith was already here on this
I
planet.
know Adam and Lilith
Right,
were already
yeah.
here, and
And-
he knew that he already had got one of your wives is already gone because
And
y'all
she
was
left
doing-
to the
And he
other
did,
side.
and he notated that he created mankind from the
From-
dirt. So they
Well,
were
and so
created
that's-
as
And equals.
But listen,
That part-
and so
Eve-
that's but that was
but
Lilith.
Eve-
So that's what I'm trying to say.
And
The
the
other
other
one
one's
descendants
because that's when it
of
was,
Eve,
that's
descendants of
when they
Lilith.
used something. They took a bone out of a human
Adam.
being and the
And
dust
Right,
and they
and
created a person.
Right.
So that's
exactly
why I'm
what
like,
it
so
is.
that's not the same as the original people.
Right.
Because
Right.
Lilith and Adam were equal.
Right.
Yeah.
They were made.
Right.
They were
They were
made
made from-
together.
yeah.
No.
So they
Not no
truly
rib.
had-
He didn't take a rib and make
They
Lilith.
truly
Right.
had free will, but Adam had to
But
lose a
then,
rib.
Yeah, he sacrificed.
but listen to why I have a problem with that. But just please hear me out. The reason why I don't believe that to be true,
Right.
only because of
I don't
this. I'm like, it doesn't make sense that all of a sudden, from the one time we were made from man one time. Every other time a person was born into this world, they came through a woman, and it was never because of a rib. Why? And why don't you guys have one less rib? All men should have one less rib because in order for us to be, some rib had to get taken, and it's not true. And I'm like, the only way into the world of life is through a woman's vagina. Like you have
As I
to.
said,
Obviously,
God,
they didn't
God's a
want- he
man.
didn't want to
No,
have to make a woman.
If God's a man, then that's
Orders
kind
were
of
made in
crazy.
spirit, not
And I don't. So
talking.
I'm saying. So to
you
say
had to
all of a
have
sudden,
us.
because I'm like, so all of a sudden, for whatever reason,
I think God.
oh, it's because we ate the fruit. So then that's why we got periods, and then that's why we were punished. I don't feel like my period is a punishment.
I think my period is cleaning us out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
it
and actually, it is.
They
It's
try to tell
wonderful.
you. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's why I'm like.
This is the thing. Whatever's good, they make bad.
Yes,
Whatever's
and that's
bad,
why I'm
they
like,
make good.
we didn't come for no rib.
They've
All of
been
a
doing
sudden,
this.
they stopped coming. Now we stopped
Remember I
coming
said
from
that
ribs. She started
and-
coming from
and
eggs and
just-
sperm.
and
That's
just-
what
yeah.
always doing that.
And
Yeah,
just like the
because it's
Father,
real.
the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
It's the
Holy
father,
Ghost-
the mother, and it's the
Right.
father, the mother, and the child.
And in that,
Father,
there
Mother,
are two
Holy
male
Ghost, that's the child.
energies for
Mhm.
one female energy. Like humankind is larger in stature than we are. There's a reason for that, because once we find ourselves, like you gonna need 2 to 1 once we realize what we are
What we're
capable
capable
of.
of. Right.
So I mean, and that's exactly like what the white man did to the black man. They're like,
Yeah, it's just
oh
a
my
confusion.
God.
Confusion. Because at the
You
end of the day,
kill
it's in the
us, so
Bible.
we're
that
enslaved.
Everything will be flipped. And then after the 7 years, we flip back. So as I said, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing I came from poverty. Because if that's the case, what's bad be good, good will be bad. But I'm about to be rich, baby. I'm about to be.
Well,
And then-
And then I'm going to do it differently than the negative motherfuckers.
Me too.
Because
and because
I'm already
we already went through it, and we have a different spirit and soul
and different mindset about it.
Yeah, so that's what it is, and that's why I'm like,
And then I'm rich.
Yeah.
I miss conversation with
Because
people
I'm
that have
gifted.
the
I
brain.
got talents. I got gifts. I can do shit.
That's what
And
I'm saying.
that's
We're
what the
already
power's at. That's where the
way-
money's at.
But
That's
well, and
our
rich,
currency, because I'm like, really, it's what you can do and give. It's not.
And your
it's
heart.
paper money.
you're wealthy, because rich
It's
is some
paper.
get quick, get
Yeah,
rich
it's that
quick.
paper
Yeah.
shit.
But
Wealthy.
wealth
Yeah.
is grown
and it's-
and built.
Yep.
And it's
From
eternal.
residuals.
And
Yeah.
it's like legacy. It's passed down. It's
Uh-huh.
what you really are. It's
It
who you
belongs
are.
to you, and it's
Yes.
yours because it came from you
And
in your past life.
and that's
Yeah.
what
That's all your
like,
family is.
even with AI and all of this stuff, that what they're trying to get us more away from being our own creator, our own generator of our
They're
currency
trying to
and
get
our
us away from
energy.
being our own gods.
They're trying to get us to be dumb.
She's slave,
And I'm like,
They're
well, the
slave us
good
to
part
freedom.
about us,
and
and
even
me,
their
I'm
own
like,
people.
I've been so not even that I don't want to call it.
That's why I
defining.
think that there's not our own people. I think that it's a whole.
It's
like I
another
said,
bunch.
It's
It's
a whole bunch
of
of people, but they're
Mhm.
not people. They're fucking humans.
Yeah, they are, and
Demonic,
they're just
whatever.
they learn how to
And
get
they,
into different
like I
people.
said, the
and they're trying
playground is their
their best.
playground.
Yep.
So they're just like twisting shit because they can't.
No.
But God said to Satan already, you can do what you want,
But you
but
can't.
you cannot
touch it.
change nothing I already wrote. You can twist it what
You
you want
can
to do,
try,
but
yeah,
you
you can test
you
them.
can't change it. You cannot put your hands on them.
You can test them all
You
you
can't
want
force
to.
them to do shit.
Nope, you can
You gotta do whatever you can,
to get them.
and if they go your way, then let them go your way. But if they don't, you can't. Then leave them alone. If they don't want you, leave
But
them
see,
alone.
and then that is, and I believe that to be true. But there's levels of evilness that's on this planet that mother
Just like Satan ain't the biggest demon anyway. Like
I know there's levels of it, and there's literally because there's some entities that
I
don't
can't
go
say
by
his
no
name
rule.
right now.
There's some entities that don't go by no rule. They don't care. They don't
Beelzebub.
even check to see if they can mess with people. The entities that get into your body, the ones
heard about
that
that
are
one, right?
possessing people. Yes. So I'm like, think about that. If you're not supposed to touch them or you're not supposed to affect us, then why do some possess people? Because they're not the same thing. They're not.
because they're
the
weak
same.
without a fucking vessel.
But if they were all going under the devil's, how God was like, you can't mess with them, you can't touch them, you can't, then they wouldn't be able to get into it. So it's a whole nother level of an entity because they don't have that rule. Obviously, it wouldn't be any.
They do. not that rule, but there's always a like the computers.
A loophole.
There's always a loophole. Everything has a loophole. Just like computers showed us that. And of us coming with computers and shit, it showed us that we even have back doors.
We are computers.
We have codes.
We
So we
are.
can,
That's why I know there's always a way to get around. There's always a way to get around
you
something.
can have it now. There's going.
I want some. I'm like, I want some coffee. Is there coffee in there?
Take
That
it.
little dot.
That little dot.
Just taste it. It's something.
Is this one right here?
That's good. But
Now,
it's a little
didn't
too
that-
sweet.
I
But
need you.
not for your little hyperactive self.
Right. So it was like, do you need any more coffee?
We're gonna say hi. This is me. That's my booties. Say hi.
Everyone is wrong.
Hey, you. Say hi.
Hi.
We're
Oh
fine.
shit.
Yes,
Hey.
There.
that's what I'm like.
Everyone.
We're just doing our thing, man.
Where are we live streaming to this morning?
Wherever they're at. We're on YouTube right now.
Well, welcome to some crazy shit.
That's why I'm like, you're gonna just see us living our life, talking about good things, talking about bad things.
We should put like a blinky light somewhere. It says Amanda, no nudity, live on camera.
Well, they'll just take my life off, but I'm like, you'll get to see what we really be about. And no matter what I was gonna, I'm recording because I'm like, whenever people decide that they think they're gonna stop through our boring, not boring room, then they're in for a big surprise. I took the chat thing off because I ain't,
You should tilt it down a little bit. You got some neck, like this collarbone shit. Like,
I'm trying to go. I'm like, and really, this needs to probably be somewhere else. So it's going this way at us. Like I could put it right there with that window. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But right now we got one person in the room with us.
and they've got fuck.
I have this better freaking stand thing, but I don't.
There's one that has like a remote clicker to it.
Yeah. So you well, and I want the 360 one that like moves and
follows
follows
you.
But my poor thing would be like, yeah. It's probably just break. Yeah, so I was gonna say whenever we smoke, we're gonna do it over there. So I was like, I don't care. Well,
You have a lighter
that's
so I
her.
can light my cigarette?
Ma'am, I do.
Thank you very much for that. Concentrate.
Are you making more coffee?
It's yeah. Sorry, mate.
Oh, say hi because we're saying hi to people.
Hi.
And we're just being
Okay,
ourselves.
bye.
Yeah. So I'm like, what you will see on this is us discuss a lot of different topics. That's what we're going to do because that's what we do together. We're building and growing. We've been away from each other for a while. So this is the beginning of a long time coming process of us being creators. So if you're down, if you about that life, then you will
Tap in.
yeah, you'll be a
Tap,
part
tap,
of it,
tap,
and we
tap
appreciate it. If you're not, that's fine. You feel free to. And I turned off the chat thing because I'm focusing on my girls. Like I
Are we
said.
live?
We are.
I've never been live.
She's live. She
Hello,
is just like. So we're live. So we're like, we want to.
Like my pigtail.
Yeah, because I'm like some of our conversation, we need to start doing that because we needed to begin to do what we haven't been.
Bring
doing.
it in, baby.
Yeah. So here we are.
Look at all the beautiful
I'm a
tones.
creamsicle.
Yeah.
Look at all the
She's the
tones.
middle. She's the cream in the middle of it.
I love Oreos.
I love cookies.
I love pussy.
Toby's
She
like,
make you cream.
oh,
You gotta scream.
We're crazy, but yeah,
I'm
yeah.
mean.
Like we are crazy, but we're real. We really mean.
You know what
we
I
said.
mean?
So I'm like, she was like, I like pussy. I'm like, what?
She really do.
Sweet cherry pussy. Sweet cherry pie.
She likes it. Don't worry about that. I mean, we're just gonna be
And she's
grown.
gonna do it better
This-
than your guy.
Hey, and I'm
Maybe.
just saying, like, if you're afraid of grown women talking about real life
Grown
things,
ass
it's
shit.
not the right place for you to come and chill with us today.
Like if you a whole ass grown boy, man.
Thing
Well-
that's gonna get mad because we're talking about real shit. Like, no, y'all gotta go. We're not gonna like tell you yet until we
Or
talk
the
about
pimp daddy tricks. Like you don't probably not want to log on to this station.
probably
It's
not.
a little bit much. You probably should just go back and knock on your mom's door and get back on her titty.
Titties
Get her to cash app you something.
or me. I'll take your mama's money.
Yeah.
Or whoever.
I'll be your mommy.
I'll be your mommy too,
And I'll be her sister who
and I'll be her baby.
bites your mommy.
And that's our other boo. So you got like 3 mommies up in this one.
And I'm telling you, she
Yes.
gave birth to me. And
Yeah.
I came out and I was like,
She was like, wanted to eat
and
coochie
she
and
was
stuff.
like, oh baby. And then I grew up a little bit and I was like, whoa, mommy. And then she was like, baby. And then she made me a baby mama. And then I gave birth when we were all born again. And then I was like, holy shit, you my
Can we
baby
do that
mama.
again?
And I'm like, I know people are like, what the hell are they talking about? Whatever we want.
Our neck, our back, our pussy,
Yeah,
and our
it's gonna
crack.
be some conversations
Had to go
going
down
on up in
down to
here.
the basement for mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely are. So just stay tuned because I'm like, you are gonna be like, what the hell did I just
In
hear?
for a loop de loop.
Yes, it's
Guys
real
aren't
nice.
leaving a twirl.
Men, you
Yes.
can also refer to R. Kelly's step. What's it? What is
Step in the name of love.
Yeah, step in the name of love. Those are very clear directions. Step, step, side to side,
Round
Something-
and round.
Yeah, something,
round
up and
down.
down.
something.
Some up and down.
Spread it apart and
Yeah, and I'm like, and he
slide.
actually, and he actually has some way more freakier songs than that one. if you're
Well,
trying
yeah,
to be
but those are
freaky.
just the basic directions on how to get a budding flower out.
For real. I'm like, y'all better be able
Oh,
to
flower.
know-
I love flowers, roses.
Me
You do because I don't like that one that much. I don't feel like it's. I mean, I love the rose, but it's not. Where's your backpack? So I could get it.
I don't know which one's your backpack.
The one that looks like this. Because I'm just saying that these, like, I don't know. I need the charger for it.
God, why did you go with black backpack too? I
Because we do the same thing.
all the time. You put that dress on? Oh fuck.
Whose phone is that?
It's mine.
I will never find it.
What dress? I am gonna put it on now that it's my turn to go.
Mason City Mortgage used to have a way back on him today. Only so tag him.
Like, bye, Alan. Get the fuck
I'm
on.
coming.
You sound exactly like somebody that don't need to
God,
talk
he
to.
didn't even sound very amused by that. I need to get my other. Oh, how is it?
I don't think that it's that great. But Tiana does. And then I need to find the charger for this one because it's also, so any of these like clitoral stimulators, that's what I'm all about.
Yeah, that one's
I'm like,
a sucker,
I'm
right? That was
You need one that's, so is that the rose is too. Yes, girl. What you know about that, girl? I know you know about that, girl. Who needs this when you have her? I don't know, girl. Guess it's she's not there.
So
But you just
but can you go hands free with it?
this?
Yeah, I mean, 'cause
I don't
that's-
think so.
I don't know. 'cause
I'm like, this one made me understand that I was onto something. I was like, this is the beginning of me
Well, yeah,
knowing.
because you get off on it.
I'm like, yes, I like clitoral stimulation. I like the other one, but I'm like, niggas, y'all don't do it for me really like that. And I'm sorry to give myself to do for me to be wasted. This is my best friend. That's my boyfriend.
that does
Because
both.
it does everything. Yes, it does. You know this. This is why it's my boyfriend. I was like, I knew there was a better word. See, this is what I'm saying. You see this?
11.
This is okay.
I have one like that. But mine
This
looks like a
one,
dick.
yeah.
Mine looks like a whole dick.
like,
go
but
in
the
there.
rose is
It goes
kind of
in there and
expensive.
you-
It's like $49, something like
And
that.
mine was $60.
Mine- And I got mine from, I don't even know how much it was.
I
just
finally
wasn't.
got me like
Where you get it from online?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got mine.
I like to
at
go
sex
in.
shop.
Now I'm going into stores because that first one, I'm like, no, it is it, but it's not. And I can't find my charger to my
For which one?
babies. To that one or this one.
I have it.
Or this other little.
See, this one I have chargers.
Now, this is
Magnet.
what we're talking about because we're grown, okay? The rose. Everybody, if you never,
Everyone knows what the rosy posy.
Right. So we're talking about that.
It
because
does me
it's
doozies.
just also something that we're going to talk about. Like the rose is a very, very, very,
Very nice massager.
wonderful-
And this, if you want to be
Yes,
hiding,
massager.
is the chili pepper.
The chili pepper. I never seen that. That's a hot topic.
It is. It's cute. Stuff like that. It's discreet. So it makes it discreet. Just like this, it's
Yeah,
more
let's-
discreet
yeah,
because
let's take one
a
too.
man will look at this and think it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
celebrity
yeah,
because
yeah.
they don't know. But if you are trying to be discreet and for some reason you have a man and he doesn't want you to be happy because you have a toy, leave him.
I want to try one
Because
of those ones.
the best thing you can do is to introduce toys into your relationship, especially because women, we got to be honest, we're not always satisfied. And it's not necessarily because our man can't satisfy us,
99%,
but they're kind of
time.
selfish. They're kind of selfish. It ends up being all about them. And it doesn't have to be. That's why I'm like, so sometimes you need to be creative and you need to introduce things into your life. Like,
Don't be scared.
nah, and you'll have the betterest life you could ever have. I'm serious.
Live your best life.
And better
And
is
don't
isn't a
go back
real
and
word.
forth with
but-
these niggas.
And the thing
And
is,
why-
guys,
why-
if you suck at sex, which you probably do, and that's okay. Someone is willing to teach you.
Right. Just be willing to learn.
Yeah.
Be willing to learn and be willing to take in the information you're receiving. Don't take it as somebody's downing you. If you want to be a better person and a better lover, then it's always a good idea to be in tune or to listen and get better. And you don't get better by jacking off. That's not a woman's touch. That's not, I mean, that's kind of selfish. And then if you have a partner, why not include them into whatever your
And real shit,
love
like
thing is? Because I'm like, if you need to be experiencing a woman, do you see all that a woman encompasses? Like her body, but mostly her mind. Because women, we need if we're stressed out, high stress, all that, it's not going to be such a pleasurable experience for us, even though we're
Well,
doing
yeah.
it.
And you
But-
gotta fuck our minds first, like in a good way.
And that's the way you really grab a hold to a woman. Like if you really want to be with a woman and to satisfy her, pay attention to her mind, like her mind. Not fuck her mind, like these niggas be trying to fuck with your
Yeah.
head so you be stupid and sprung. No, massage it with your manly.
Like yeah,
Mhm.
like notice something
I said,
unique
you're manly,
about
mhm.
us. Like coming up and grabbing our ass or grabbing our tit and being like, "Oh, baby, I want to fuck the shit out of you." Thanks. So you and every other man, and
Do
you
something
might
I'm
get
not
that.
interested.
Yeah, for real. But I do actually like, I would, for my man, not any ass man that wants to fuck me to come and smack my ass, but it is okay to show affection and interest in your woman all day, not just when you're ready to go play.
Right. Yeah.
Like her playtime starts like you need to build her up. That will
Find
help
out
her
find out
reach her
what she
peak.
wants.
Yeah, because it's gonna help her reach her peak.
Woo!
Just because you're ready. One of the worst things that I feel like a man can do, which a lot do because you're
Oh my
selfish. And when if you're watching and you're selfish, it's okay. You're gonna get out of it as long as you watch.
We're here to help you understand
Selfishness
women.
and
We're
if
not
you
all the
to be-
same,
No, we're
but
not.
we have a lot of commonalities.
Yes.
So if you
We
can
all
get
want to
the
be happy and
commonalities,
satisfied. Number
then
one.
you're okay. It's more like, it's like acceptance. Once you accept, you get better, outcomes.
But you have to be able to admit
once you
something.
see these different traits from women and you go after them in a positive way, in a good way, then you'll have more better results.
You'll
Like,
have
I
way
wonder
better
if-
results, and you'll have women that respect you. Because right now, there's men and women we're totally disrespecting each other. I don't like to be
Yeah.
grouped up, put in a group that said that we don't like me and I'm a man hater. I'm not, but I'm not going to put up with no bullshit either. And we deserve
I am a
respect.
bullshit hater.
Me too.
Yeah,
And I'm like, and we
like, be
deserve
real.
respect. And in order for you to get what you truly deserve and what you feel like you're worth, then you need to put that out. You need to be able to listen and satisfy somebody. Don't treat a woman like she's just a thing,
Right.
and then
It's a-
expect her to respect you. It's not going to work. It might work for a fraction of the time, but it's not. And a part of respect is being a good partner sexually, listening to your lover,
Respect
hearing about her.
starts
mind.
with you respecting yourself.
And
Yep.
trust and believe, Karma is actually a bitch, but
Yes, she is.
you treat her right.
Karma's
and
on
she
your
will
side.
tell you-
Good.
Karma will be on your side.
You steal that woman's nut right from under her, and she got nothing to do with it. She gonna create the world for you,
Right.
like
For
awesome,
real. Because
right?
I'm like, to
Yeah.
be able to give a woman some peace of mind, some satisfaction,
Some relaxing.
oh my God.
So if you want
That-
a woman that's going to uplift you and push you to a point
Then
of doing
help
better
her
as a
grow.
man,
Help her grow.
then help her grow, and she will definitely help you grow.
And
And when you
Because a
talk
happy,
about lives,
a happy wife is a happy life, and a happy home is a happy husband.
Mm-hmm.
that part.
Yeah, that's true.
But then the other two phrases that get misinterpreted are "hell hath no fury like a woman scorned."
Right.
Like, and when you don't want to lie, but you blame it, like you think you all that because you got two pumps in, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got off." That turns to resentment, and that's a lie right off the rip. You learn how to take it, just like you like to give it,
Yeah, learn how to take it.
and you give it to her right. Man, you take that,
And it's
you
actually,
take
it'll
all of
help
our-
you grow. Yes, it helps you grow as a man too. It's like,
Yeah,
that's what
Because the thing
establishes
is,
your place
when you
as a
help
man.
growth helps you grow.
Yeah.
yeah.
But if you
But
restrict
if
it,
you restrain growth, you're going to restrain your own growth.
you are, and you can't
Because
be
you're too
looking at
focused
the woman.
on bringing someone down instead of focusing
and
on
controlling
the
people.
future.
Get hungry, my friends.
Get real hungry. We're gonna be the female Captain Morgan's. Like, yes, we do want that. So,
Lunch, it's time for lunch.
like, motherfucker, please. The whole point is sometimes, and I know this for a fact because a lot of women aren't just out. But don't think that it's not that we don't feel this way. It's just that they're not being as open and communicating the way that we are about everything. And it's important because I feel like men just really don't understand us, and it's because they've been made to see us in a way that we're not. Like, and you should be happy. Men and women are both sexual beings. A woman is not a hoe because she's sexual. And then the amount of partners you have, that is promiscuous. So I don't know why men don't feel that it's nasty for them to have a whole bunch of partners. It's only nasty for a female, but regardless of whatever you're doing with your body, that's on you. Okay.
I love it.
Just
Whoever
love
and whatever.
yourself.
And it's nobody else's position or place to be judging you or putting any kind of whatever on
Love
you.
yourself. Accept
You have to
yourself.
accept yourself. That's the thing. And the part of being a good person and really loving yourself is to be. You have to be okay with your sexuality.
Right.
You
So
cannot
loving
be.
yourself is caring for yourself. Caring for yourself is being that nurturer to yourself first.
Mhm,
Yourself is good. Okay to be selfish, but don't be self-centered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Because the selfishness is a good thing. Self-care, self-love, everything starts with
understanding
self.
yourself. You
Understand-
need to. Because how else will
self-understanding.
somebody else? How will somebody else understand you?
Self-overstanding.
And
Because I
another,
love it.
like-
But once you tap into yourself, it's easier to tap into other people
Yeah.
because it starts with you.
Yeah, and women, like, marriages start to, you know,
I can't talk about marriage. Not every marriage. So I ain't gonna say
not every marriage,
So
but
you may come back,
but
but you
when-
say
I can't
that.
speak on something I ain't been through. You know?
but as women, you know, like when we start having children, we naturally sacrifice
Yes,
everything.
everything.
Mhm.
for our
Every
child.
child coming out of us, it's a part of us, out of our
Right.
body.
But that doesn't mean that we don't love feeling good and feeling right and being able to get right
and feeling
ourselves.
wanted.
Right.
That's even more. It's like yes,
But
you
our
don't
love
need
for our children, like,
to supersede.
if we're not getting the help, we're gonna say fuck us and love our child. So like,
yeah, so we let
be
ourselves
better,
down.
do better, and like the biggest gift you
Get
can give a
ourselves-
new mom or your wife with multiple kids. Run, like let
Run her
have-
bath, give her
yeah,
space.
run her bath.
You spend time in create your relationship with your child.
What did you put in here?
Hey, we got
We got our
Hey.
big bro. This is our family.
Mike. You want to come say hi on camera?
Because we're live.
We're live.
We're
We're
live.
live streaming.
We're live.
Now,
I ain't doing that.
One
One
of-
of below for me.
One of the very few kings, that roams amongst us.
Yeah.
Hey, Mufasa.
So it's not like
Mufasa.
dishwashing liquid or something?
No, secret
Oh,
no, Zibaba.
She's so crazy. Like this is what you get when you're with.
Yeah, I have a game soap and bubble juice.
Okay.
shit.
Bubble juice.
Bubble juice.
I'm like, what is bubble juice? She probably made it. She's a creation. We all we're creating our own little
Yeah.
fucking concoctions of some shit. So
In our dwelling place, you always question any bottle because it
It's
likely
not whatever
is
it
not
looks like.
what the label says.
like we don't start taking labels off. Like look, we don't label things around here. We just let them be what they are, and
Well,
we know
yeah.
what they are. So
Well,
we take
and then,
labels off.
I mean,
Like what was in that bottle that you mixed? If Amanda mixed it, I'm like, oh, it's
yeah,
whatever
you
it
gotta
is.
sniff that before you put it in your mouth on your body because it could be bleach.
And it's probably definitely is because that.
And
Nigga,
I
kill
make
everything.
I make what's called Nike. I mean,
Nigga, I kill everything. And it does. Every germ gone. Every germ is gone. The important thing is this. We're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. I'm happy to be able to share my experiences with my friends.
And I'd like to say I would drink her dirty bath water. Make that my sweet tea.
She's crazy. See, how could you not love that?
Got me fucked.
Well, and then I know you don't have to love it. Like I said, it's okay because to each their own. But the thing is that what's really important to me and what we've been talking about is one thing that people keep forgetting and acting like we need each other. Men and women need each other because that's how you create another life. Even though they're coming up with these other forms of doing it, the natural and real way, we need to have that back. And if we're not having communication and connection, we're not going to have it. So the best way to have that is to, number one, are you a horrible lover? Don't. Why are you doing that? Why would you be a horrible lover? Why would you want to offer horrible love? Like you're being intimate with your partner, you're not even really being into it with them, and you expect your relationship to work. It's going to fail.
Like just because you got hurt by another bit, well, like just as you guys had to learn love, you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
Yeah.
And so you really can't fault anyone who's done you wrong because they didn't feel it yet. So them leaving was a blessing, not a curse. That just left the doorway open for what was meant for you to
For
come
something
through it.
better. Yep, something better.
And so being resentful and starting to treat women
Other
like they
women
crazy shit,
yeah.
that's just gonna get you fucked up. That's gonna get you killed. 'Cause you're
Especially
gonna find
these
your way
days.
to the freaks.
Mm-hmm.
And we will fry your ass.
And I'm like, and you ain't gonna know when to leave your light being fried. You'll be coming back to get fried every time
And
you do it.
don't say you love somebody until it's undeniable when you can't leave.
Yeah.
When-
And because you don't have to tell people that you love them in order to have sex with them. I wonder who made this up. I'm like telling you, the reason what makes girls act crazy is the lies that are told. Because most people can handle things if you allow them to. When you lie to me, I can't handle it because first of all, you're lying. I don't like being lied to. Can I handle it? No, because I don't like it. I shouldn't be having to deal with that. And I don't like for somebody to assume that they know what's better for me than I know for myself. So they think that by not telling me, they're trying not to hurt me. Well, you know what? That's not, stop thinking that dumbass shit.
Well-
What doesn't hurt me is not being lied to. If I'm going to deal with somebody, trust me that I know what to do with myself. And if you don't think that I'm going to fuck with you when you do it, then don't do that. If it's that serious to you, otherwise there's this better thing. We don't have to be together. I don't have to be with you in a relationship to have a companionship with you.
Right.
You don't have to lie to me and tell me you love me to get me to do the things you want me to do. I'm going to do them because I want to. It starts to be a problem when you're lying and you're acting committed and you're saying you love somebody and you really don't. You're just doing it for them to do whatever you want them to do.
Well,
That's not right.
and the fantasy of us women being like sweet and unknowledgeable and barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. It's time that the truth comes out. Like we're sicker than y'all. And where your head's gone, like I've been in the sewage and the parasites underneath it watching your ass like, oh boy, you don't even know. But like the thing is like the whole love thing. Like bring up your freaky if that's what you're afraid of. You know, like
Yeah, let it.
like we don't need to hear I love you. Like if it's like, bitch, I want
Like, you know what? I love
fuck
the way
you
you
in the
said my
face.
feet.
You know,
Come
like
over here, let me fuck your throat.
that might be right our stilo.
And that might be what the girl's like, babe. Okay.
I'll fuck
Because
with you.
I mean, and you should have somebody that you're dealing with that you know what they like. And if not, that's what we're saying. You give people experiences in life. And why would you want to give them a bad experience in the bedroom when you're trying to whatever you're doing? And that when you want to be intimate with somebody, it's just like if you are not in love with that person and don't love them, don't say you do just to get them to give their self to you.
Yeah,
because
because if
really
they
that's-
don't know,
that's a
if they don't know
cardinal
love
sin.
yet either,
You're
they're gonna
ruining it.
believe you.
And you're ruining you're starting them off wrong because you've been wrong or whatever the hell's wrong with your weird ass.
When really you were just like, hey, I need some nana. You know, like
and there's some girls that are like, for real, because I need that dick though. No problem.
hell yeah. You know,
Without a
like,
problem, man. Believe me. Like, well, I'll talk to you later. Not even needing no extra, not tripping, not blowing up your phone, not doing none of that sensitive, emotional stuff because there was no need to do that because you were being real and honest. Like, do that. If you want to have somebody in your life, let them be there and let them be there the way you want them to. If there's more than one person, don't act like there's not. You don't have to be like, yeah, bitch, you only like 1 of 7 of my hoes, though. So honestly, don't be getting all the tabs because I got 7 more. But don't.
but make
Don't-
sure,
yeah, make
whatever
sure that
the
they know.
arrangement is that everybody knows
That they both-
and is
yeah, that she
down
both-
with it.
yeah.
You know,
But don't be, because it's forceful to when you're lying. You're forcing her to fuck with you still, knowing you fuck with other people because you're lying. So she wouldn't be dealing with you if you know that. Then and you're not telling her, then you're manipulating. So
Right.
you shouldn't have to manipulate. And that's really it's controlling of you. Like, dang, you don't even trust your own self, your own game, who you are, that you can still have that person and do whatever else you thought you needed to do. Because I know we all grow and change. Eventually you will want to pick and settle. You will choose somebody. And that's a part of your process of choosing. Dating more than one person. Figuring it out by experience. You can never get enough experience from one person. Yeah, you feel like you love them, but how do you know? You only fuck with this one person. And they definitely ain't going to show you everything.
I know this. Love is
So-
love. And love is a free flowing energy.
Yeah.
Love is not to be forced.
Or to be
Because-
restricted.
Love doesn't need to be forced because love
It
does
flows.
it on its own. It
It
flows
flows.
like the ocean,
Like the
flows
river.
like the wind.
Like
And
the
if you
river.
try to force love,
It's not
then
real.
it's not love. That is what you
Control.
call
Control and manipulation.
control manipulation, yes. But I would call it a fake Jesus.
Like, for real.
yeah.
Antichrist is what it is. Because if you're trying to give me love in an
It's not
evil,
real.
negative way, and you're like, this is how I show love. No, you're confused about love.
And you just don't
Because
want to
you grew up with a
control.
bad explanation of love or bad examples of love
Yep, because they didn't know.
because they didn't know.
And the whole cool part is it's not hard to find out for yourself. Like, even if I hate when people use like, well, I didn't know because nobody loved me or my dad wasn't there, so I never had that experience. But you know what? You can have the experiences you want to have by putting yourself in the right position. Don't sit there and hold on to that forever. That, well, I never knew what love is because I didn't see anybody really love.
But you never knew what one
And
plus
if-
one
But you knew
was.
that
If
what
you
you were
don't,
seeing
but
was
you
Learned it
love.
was two.
And
So
everybody,
what you didn't never know.
if you need a reference, there's a great, if you look in the Bible in 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8, it says, love is patient, love is kind. And where's the whole thing? Just a second. Hang on, let me find it. Fuck. Hey Siri, what is 1 Corinthians 13? Love is.
Here's what I found.
My phone talks to me, it tells me. But you're talking to this here. I don't know. I'm talking to my Gemini. Like,
The Bible states, and this, I mean, you can just run this as a checklist after a couple months of dating. If it doesn't match the checklist, it's not love. See you later, bye.
Yeah, and
If that's what you're looking for.
don't start telling people
So,
love.
love is
When it's not love.
patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking.
Mm.
It is not easily angered.
Mm.
It keeps no record of wrong.
Mm.
Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth.
That's true.
Mm.
It always protects,
Always.
always trusts,
Always.
always hopes, and
Always.
always perseveres.
So love is always.
It
It
is
has, it's always
that
it's always
isn't that
constantly
God
there.
to infinite.
Yes. It's not
All
a limit to it.
things.
There's no limit to love.
And
it's
isn't that
never
crazy?
given up.
And as mothers,
You know
I
that.
know we experienced that moment.
Motherly love. That's what they call it. Motherly love.
Like
There is nothing like I love you, and I know that it's
I
true. because
couldn't
they're
walk
there.
away. You could chop my legs off,
and I will crawl back
and I still want
will
to pick you
still
up and
figure out how
give
to
you the world. You know,
Yeah.
like
Even yeah, because love has been betrayed,
yeah,
but it does not
it
know how to
keeps
betray.
no record of wrongs.
And
Right.
it doesn't know how to betray because it keeps no records of wrong.
Yeah,
That's
And
true.
it does not get back at you
No.
Yeah.
because it does not know how to.
And what
All
it
it knows
does,
how to do is give you the love always.
and also what it knows how
Exactly.
and when you know how to love yourself, this is the
And
thing that I think a lot of
sacrifice.
people miss, because you can love and the person you're with might not love you.
okay.
It's not, it is. And then and people be taking that so
It's in
hard,
the
but it's
time
like
frame.
it's,
Everything comes in time.
yep, maybe
Yeah.
it was, if it is for y'all, it's not the right time.
And that's
Not
when you
only
learn
that, but when you
boundaries
love
of love.
yourself, you'll be able to recognize that, and you won't accept things that aren't love. You're not going to allow somebody to love you improperly or treat you bad because you have self-love. And as long as you have that, you're always going to be
It's like
able
that.
to grow.
It's like the user manual.
Yep, it's how you grow. It's how you run your
You
checks
know,
and
you know how
balances.
you have a little system. You know,
That's
you
how
gotta
you
go
have-
through the
mhm.
basics first,
Yep.
and then you can branch out.
Yep.
Well, you are the basic, and you branch out.
And that's how people learn how to love yourself. Is how you how to love you is how you respect yourself, how you let people talk to you. So you're your first
How you
representative.
talk to yourself.
Yeah, you're your first representative, and so it like people. Some people are being taught it somewhere.
Affirmations
most-
are real.
Most American people are not learning from their parents.
Nope. They're learning from someone else because their parent
Not
half
to
time
work.
and these new generations, in new day and age, they don't learn from their parents because their parents are separated from them from birth.
True that,
And they
and
have to get lessons and learn different customs from a different race or a different
Mhm.
background or different period. And it
Elevate
mixes
and-
up children's growth,
how they grow,
not having that.
what they experience, what they
If
accept.
they were to implement these CPS cases with their parents, even though they got taken, implement their parents somewhere in their life. So did they need that?
Because that's where they came from. It's you cannot really fully. It's there's like gonna be a missing link when you can't connect to something that is you.
And it's messed
It
up.
makes you
They
feel-
have to wait to a certain age to figure out who they are when they could have
Being known,
been knowing
and
that through their
embracing
whole
that.
life, like getting
It's-
pieces of it.
and
So when they got
it's
of age,
embracing.
they already had something to work on, a basis to work on.
Mhm.
But you strip
That-
them from any and everything of
Then they
their
have to
whole
fight
right
against-
being and their definition of themselves, then you're just making confusion because you want to
Or the
control.
Well, and because they like the way our world's set up, they like for us to be confused, not informed. They tell us stuff on the news. They half report. They tell us things that aren't true. Just like with this war in
It's a
Iran,
con that's fused.
they want
to
us
us.
to they want us to believe that all these missile strikes, all this stuff getting blown up, that there's barely any casualties. all
Perfect
this stuff.
example is Trump saying that he spoke to people that he didn't speak to.
Oh, we have a friend like that last night. He straight tried to fucking run some gizang on his set.
You have to know that the truth is never going to be hidden because you can't hide the truth. It's going to come out.
And the truth is always, yep, it's going to,
So-
I don't want to say exposed. I don't know why they use the word exposed.
There's no
but the
exposure.
truth-
And while
The truth is
America,
what it is.
and while America has
What was exposed
lived
is a
a
lie.
horrible example of the truth shall set you free, in the end, with God,
it's
the
true.
truth shall set you free. Like staying true to your word, as long
True to
as
you.
your intentions are correct
You're
and your
free.
soul
It's
is
okay.
right.
Then you don't have to worry. You
Like-
can walk with your head up and know that shit.
You know,
Like-
I'm
like
just
that.
okay. And that's my
That
time to go, then that's what my time is.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be scared of it. I'm not gonna walk with fear of it coming because it's gonna come
There's
and
nothing
I
you can do to
accept
stop
that
that. Yeah.
already.
That's the
Yeah,
only thing we
sure.
promise when we come in, right?
And
Like,
then that's how I
for sure.
know that real promises are there. They are not meant to be broken because a real promise to us has that's what it has been.
You're gonna be when you're born, you're gonna die.
That's
So
promise.
if you're born, you're gonna die. There's no getting around that. There's
So
no-
I know one thing I can promise somebody that I'm gonna save me till I die.
you know,
And I promise that I will do my best to keep my knowledge that I have to help others grow
mhm.
without charging them a price.
Mm-hmm. Because really, and that's another thing that people aren't having. We don't have like the whole part of people having elders that they go to and respect and
Mhm.
listen to and learn different things.
Because
Like
they're taking them away, they're killing them.
they're taking away and killing them, and then
Diabetes.
they're making it to where
cancer.
people are working so much they're tired and they don't have anything to share other than their day at work.
Alzheimer's.
So it's like if you're not out living a life, if you don't have any type of skill or thing that you do that you're contributing to nature, to life, literal life, not to the corporations. You can you contribute there when you go to work every day.
You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
And when you think about the fact that we,
Pocahontas shit.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's true.
It is true.
Until
Just like a Hakuna Matata.
it's true.
hell yeah.
When you think about the fact that you spend all those hours at work every day, working all those hours, making the corporations rich, you better not get sick because you will get fired and then you're going to decline in that. But while you're working, you're not developing or building anything with your children. They're getting taught by social media on tablets, TVs, babysitters, and things like that. So you're not instilling any of your character, your core, your moral, none of that, because you really don't have time to because you're tired.
And you don't really have to
And
because it's in them, it's their blood.
It is, but you should be there. Like you can guide them. It's encouraging.
It's
Just like
encouraging.
how when we come around each other, like
the thing
we're
is,
able
they're
to
trying
help
to
each other
stop that and
because
then
they don't want.
can't.
Well, they can't. But the thing
It's
is,
a sin.
just because I want everybody to like really take time to think about what it is we're doing. Because right now we're in a situation and a place in this world where we can change things. Like seriously,
We're powerful.
we are the thing that's making this continue. The ship that's going, this bullshit ship that we're on, we're the thing that's fueling it. The workers that keep getting up and going to work every day and working for the corporations, making them sick. The ones that don't want to pay for insurance so that when we're sick, we can take care of our families and stuff. You're not able to invest time in your family because you're spending so much time at work. And that is literally killing people.
Your
Right.
mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in a powerful way. Every day that you get up and say you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will find a way to surface and murder your faith.
Woo!
That is some real shit.
That's real all day.
And
You might want to put that in caption.
and that we'll be able to do because we're
Well,
gonna all like run it back.
I can't take credit for that. That's NF.
Yeah.
He's
But,
an entrepreneur.
but when
Pretty
but when
sure
it
some
be-
people know, but the people that didn't know, there's
Now you know.
still
And
a
it sounds
positive, correct statement that
Well,
he made.
I just didn't want to get hit with some copyright shit.
Right,
you know, right on.
But it ain't
on
copyright
personal
because
thing.
if that's the case, anything we say could be copyrighted then.
I know. I'm like, well, not
Right.
only unless you saying this, that came from us because we're saying most of the shit. It's not
Now, trust and believe. I can actually spit.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on,
I
we
told her
better.
she was a rapper. But the point is that we're going to
can't
work.
sing
We're
it,
working
right?
all these hours for a corporation that really doesn't care about us. And by the time you're able to retire, you're old as hell. Hopefully you invested, but the way shit's looking now, it doesn't matter. And we're building it's not for us. Like right now, everything is in shambles. We need a total system reset. Number one, this is going to bother everybody who believes in the patriarchal way of being. It doesn't have to be matriarchy either, but it does need to be a balance, and that's what we don't have. There needs to be an appreciation and respect for women because that is how you were all born. If there was no woman to have you, no matter what kind of mother she was, you wouldn't be here to complain about her or anything. So to
But
To disrespect-
Although
Not
by
that
all
man.
technicality, there was that one fed guy that carried the baby. So
Because he
there
was
is
really a
somebody
girl.
on earth that was born from a dude.
but it was probably really a girl that she had a sex change,
Yeah,
still had her
she
female
well,
parts.
no, he wasn't able to give birth because he had a dick hole, and
Because
his,
God made a man. How
But-
did he have a uterus? How did he get pregnant?
Yeah.
it was in vitro, but
And how did he have a uterus?
it was
Implanted.
So
But
the
they're
trying
world
to-
is seeing this.
they're
What I'm
trying
saying,
to-
they're trying to make it to where they
take-
don't need us.
They have already
need us.
kidnapped a bunch of black women and shit.
They're trying
want
to
take
make
the
it to where they
insides of
don't
us
need
to make a
women
man
because
a
they
woman.
want because what they've been doing, especially since the beginning of
They
forever,
take
when men been sleeping with each other
babies,
forever,
seal them up.
they still want to be together, but
Like,
want to have
Black
babies.
community,
So what
black
they're
men,
doing
stop
is
with the white women. I mean, for a generation because
Yeah.
they're trying to steal your melanin.
that's what they've been.
They
First, they
been
thought
like
if they
that.
just and they
Well,
just
yeah.
thought if they like
But when
recreated,
you have-
procreated with
when
us,
you
they would
have a
work.
baby,
There's nothing natural
There's-
anymore.
right? But
But and that's all I'm saying is it's time to get back to the natural flow of like people are stressed out about stuff that doesn't even matter. You're working all those hours, making the corporation rich, not spending time with the family that you had to die and not be able to take any of the shit you worked for with you.
Yeah,
That's really a thing. So I'm like, so you're working hard. Everybody's stressed out about a car, a house, this and that, not spending time with their actual gift, the actual thing that'll leave an energy signature on your soul, your family, the life experiences that we have when you fall in love, when you like things that you feel, when you get the chills, when you lose somebody, things that literally touch you. We're not being invested in those anymore. People are worried about a dumbass car. You're gonna have to get another one because that one's gonna break down. Something's always taken from you. Take your time, take your money. You work, they're taxing you. You drive a car, you gotta get gas. Everything's taxing you. And what it does tax really mean? If you tax something, it's not a good. It doesn't have a good. It's not the definition of it isn't good. It's like you're pulling more from something. You're like making it maxed out. That's not good. So if you don't take time to invest in yourself, get out into nature, reconnect with the environment, have a garden or go to one, eat you some vegetables, do things that build the planet, that help to renew the planet. Because without the planet that we live on, we will no longer exist. Without the women that are having babies with you, wonderful men that are helping, we will not exist. We need to stop allowing the system to tell us how to think, feel, and be. And you don't have to listen to me tell you how to think, feel, and be. But all I'm saying is, do you feel like the way you're living your life right now is the actual proper way? Are you happy? Do you have enough time in your day? Are you stressed out? I just don't get why it's more important to people to have things that you cannot die and take with you than the people in their
It's a
life.
comfort thing,
But okay, I'm comfortable when I'm around good people and good food.
right? But some people aren't because they don't have good people, good food
And
to be around.
Well, that's
So they
not
find
how
comfort in something.
And it's
and
not,
come-
but,
and-
and don't you
When
want
you
to
can't
have,
find comfort in
that
yourself,
helps
you
you
gotta try to find comfort outside of yourself.
I know, but that's why nature's there. I'm just saying.
And,
that
and hearing the
people are
advice from
depressed.
all of us, the thing that we encourage is ask and you shall receive. Like you can hear the message, but go confirm it for yourself. Go do the math,
Yeah,
go
go
do the
read it.
research, find out,
Yeah.
and then ask your creator. And you'll get your own personal confirmation. Like,
My leg is stuck to something.
like
Oh, it's
people that are
wrong.
indoctrinated.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, these always these things. I wasn't using them all right then. But
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. They don't have battery. I mean, let's do whatever's. Whatever's they're called. Anybody want to donate a charger to all of or give us donate some toys? We would love to talk to you about
Yeah.
what ones are
Like
good.
we'll review
Right.
vibrators all
I'm
day.
like, we will
And
definitely-
sex machines too.
because
The
we're
ones
reviewing life. So I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
when we say, and we're
not
all
me,
over the
of course.
place because
that
that's
I
what
just
we
make
do.
the iced tea.
But the thing was, we were talking about being a lover and how being selfish and that how we cannot contribute really to our life and live it the fullest because we're consumed by other shit that's not important. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it might be important to you to have that car and that house and that, but it shouldn't be more important than you having time to breathe, not feeling pressured and stressed. You're working so much for another person who's getting way more money than you. I mean, you're making somebody else rich while you're broke
Real shit. And like loosen up.
and have better sex.
Right. And white people, god damn, you got some shit. We got some like our own asses shoved all the way up. Like you got to give birth to your own self out your own ass. Loosen up, shake that boot, and then go fuck with your local black community. They got the soul just all out. You, I mean, they gonna get
Taxes.
you gonna understand love.
Taxes is it's like a membership
So paying
membership
taxes is a
fee
membership fee.
for
Come tell
living
them,
in this
tell them.
country.
So they're
Yeah.
saying that us paying our taxes is a membership fee to be an American citizen, basically.
Right. It says it. The government collects this money to pay for things that individuals usually can't provide for themselves on a
We would
large
if they
scale.
wouldn't take our money.
But in actuality,
Well, they own us by our birth certificate.
I know.
they just want to control us
Yep.
and
They
make
do
us
what-
think that we're doing something when
And we're
we're
not.
really not. Like
Wait, and then they
control
take us.
everything.
Then they take the. So we're putting our money in to get programs and stuff like that.
We're
But then they take the programs away.
Right.
So I'm like, so where is our money going? Because that's what taxes are for. You're taking our money to make sure that people can eat, and it's for the food stamp program, it's for this program, for that. But now they're saying that those programs are wasteful. So what are you doing with our tax money that's going in to build our system and to help us grow? I mean, don't
because it says that they pay for education.
Well,
There's teachers
and they're
who leave
closing
the
down
job
schools. The Board of
because they don't get
Education
paid
is closed.
enough. So where's the money going if the teacher's not getting paid enough? And
Well,
then there's a
and
lot
we
of
have to buy all
schools-
those supplies, and the Board of Education is about to be non-existent. But you're still going to take our money to fund what?
education.
It doesn't.
Does it make
Well,
sense?
More people need to ask questions like
And
this.
if we're so stupid and ignorant, which I guess we are, because we do exactly what
We're
we
supposed
are
to,
taught.
but that's because we kind of can't. It's like a
Because we're
system.
monkey see, monkey
Even-
do, right?
But even that, because I'm
We're
like, we live
domesticated.
outside.
It's
But
like
look, we
animals.
live outside.
Sam,
But we
Wild
live
animals
outside of
domesticated.
what they would call the normal thing. We're not following every single thing and abiding by the way. We're not complete sheeples. But yes, in some ways we have to be, because that's
Go to jail.
how you fucking survive
Get killed.
here. Or you have to
well,
hide
yeah,
real
but
good.
then how does Uncle Sam not go to prison? Because I'm just monkey see, monkey doing.
Because he is.
That's what he told me to do.
I
Because
know.
he is the,
And then-
he
and
is
he's
the
the
one that
one
made
done.
it, so he can
So
control it.
and that's the best
That's
explanation
not
of
fair
look at
And
Trump.
fair.
Trump is like
Is
Uncle
a
Sam. I'm
nice
like,
place to go
he's
when you wanna have
doing
some fun.
everything
Because
the
that breaks
opposite.
all the rules.
He's doing everything the opposite of what we're told to do, and he's getting away with it. But there's laws that will put us in jail.
Can't
We're
we just
gonna.
say
It's
no?
just not. I'm like, why?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
It's supposed to be, but not really. We're coming to find that I don't know what kind of goose and ganders they was, but they wasn't talking about.
They were not talking about none of the arguments we knew.
No.
They're talking about what's good for them is good for them.
Mhm.
That's it.
And by them, they mean us, whoever we pick. When we stop picking, you're not picked anymore.
That's just need the family. You know those families. We call them Rothschilds, washers.
The Rothschilds,
And
yeah.
then the Childers and child, whatever they call. I don't speak their name like that because I believe that they are ministries.
Witchcraft, yeah. And you
But
can bring them
at the end
back.
of the day, I believe that they control everything because they do.
They do.
And it's said that they do.
And
And,
it's
they have
known that they
different
do.
documents and books to show you
And
how
they've
to
been-
do and keep it going.
Well, yeah, and it's
And they do not put it out there for the public because
They don't want us to do it.
it's a
divide
scheme
and conquer.
to divide and conquer. And if we divide and conquer, they are going to be upset.
Well, if
we're gonna
we'll
come
definitely
together
conquer if we
and
conquer.
conquer.
Well, yeah.
And it's like it was a part.
'Cause right now
we're
that's-
very strong as a collective.
Yes, we are.
And that's
And then
the
I mean
crazy
not
shit.
just the blacks, not just
all
the
of us
browns.
as a people.
I mean all of us as a people, even the whites, but all of us as a people because we are mankind. We are
well, not all
human
people are
beings.
mankind, though. That's crazy because we were talking about that Lilith and Adam were mankind, but Adam and Eve are humans.
Yes,
But
That is
people
true.
collectively, we all struggle.
But there's a difference
We
in
all feel
genealogy.
there is very different.
We all
That's a
love.
big point.
And our differences are what
Yeah.
make us
And there's
beautiful.
nothing
but-
wrong with the
yeah,
differences,
but
but
the
what
thing
I'm
is,
saying is
We're taught different ways and taught different things. So one person's teaching could say love is evil as hell. Another person's teaching could be love is like it was the definition of it.
And it's all
So
where we
it
are on our
matters
journey.
of where you're growing up in and what your sponge is sucking in because we are all sponges. But
Yeah.
once you get to a certain
Well,
point
it's
where you
wonderful.
feel that there's something wrong,
like, hey,
then,
oh my God, Amanda!
It's just that.
anyway, and if we're gonna keep going, and if I think lost my thought. Anyway, we're gonna get together. We're gonna get together.
I don't
There's
like breaking stuff.
There's a lot
And
of
I
energy
really-
going there.
It was, and I was like, don't do that right now.
And then at the end of the day, we will love, we will stay loved, and we will stay alive because if not for human
I'm sorry.
humans on this planet, we will have no galaxy, I believe. Because if the world goes wrong, and that means every planet in the galaxy.
I want to percolate.
And that can't be so because we are quantum human beings. So we're gonna be around.
We are. And the cool thing about like right now, whoever is like coming through, staying in the channel a little bit, looking and listening, thinking we're crazy. Why are we all talking at once? Eventually it's gonna be still like this because it's 3 different people. This is how we talk to each other and we understand each other. And it's an excitement to share what we know, and also an excitement to know that we're also going to be receiving information and learning it also. It's not just about what we can give. It's giving
What we can receive as well.
Yeah.
We want your putbacks and put-ins.
Mhm.
We want your feedback. We want to know
Yeah.
how you feel about things and how you
How
feel
you see
about
things.
this here
Right, yeah.
situation in the world and anything and everything.
We
And
love
there's
education.
no
We
wrong or
actually-
right.
No,
There's no wrong or right
it's
because
just your
What you
right.
perceive is right for you and what's wrong for you. But at the end of the day, us
going
as
right
human
for
beings, what's right and what's wrong is a learning mechanism anyway. So it's going to be a good thing because you can't have yin if you can't have yang. So we must have good and bad.
And so that will bring us right back around to the point of saying one of the things that we all feel like is important, but it's not happening. So you might see us a little time, sometime being angry and talking shit about men and stuff, because we are human and shit ain't right and it's uneven and we're living our human experience. But while doing that, we're also saying that the who that we are want to contribute to the growth and betterment of something that's deteriorating and falling apart. Part of it is by inviting people into your life that you care to have there and by giving them good experiences. And that's why we was talking earlier about sexual relationships and how people aren't going into them right. And they're doing it one-sided on only thinking of their self and what they can receive and they're missing the full benefit of it then because it's a coming together of 2 people and it's supposed to be great. And it can be, but not if you just think I'm a thing. I'm just a piece
Just
of
be
sushi.
brave enough to join us on the journey.
Or else. So we're going to probably, I could leave this shit on all day because I'm not going to be using it.
That's like podcast. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, random thoughts.
Yep, and that's what we're doing. So like this is the beginning of you learning us and us learning the algorithm and how we're gonna really put it all together. But no better way than to let people be a part of the experience of the growth and where we're going, the plans that we have, and how you can contribute to because it's not gonna always be towards we can't communicate back and forth. Because as far as when we're talking about, and you can come back because we're going to come later if you're interested in talking about it, the experiences of men and women in sexual relationships and why is it that women are viewed so negatively when they have positive sexual experiences, and how come a man would think down on a woman who has power that doesn't make her less, and why don't you want a sexual woman if you're a sexual man?
Well, and
Why?
you do want her. You just wait until everybody's gone to try and fuck her behind closed doors because you're ashamed that she knows herself. Like, own it.
And the part of her, and I don't know if it's really that they're ashamed, maybe it's a little bit of jealousy and a mixed emotion because you're not taking enough time to know yourself. You can't really fully know yourself and be selfish as y'all. I mean, you feel like that sexual gratification is the answer, but if the person that you're being sexual with isn't gratified, did you really could do the right thing? Are you really doing the best thing for both of you? Or are you just needing to be somebody who goes and whacks off by yourself? Because you might as well, because the person that was with you didn't experience anything. It's
I
like,
was told by a podcaster, I can't remember his name, but he basically said that when you come with men and women, if you have to really, I would say more men, if you were to get to know a woman before you start fucking her and trying to get into her brain, if you start to know a woman, her traits, her ways, everything, then it's kind of easier for you to have some kind of sexual connection.
attraction to her.
And anything like that, because you have to watch out for that. He said, you have to be careful where you put
Your penis.
your semen, because you might put it in a demon.
That part.
Yeah, and then too, it's like just to have numbers, to have notches on your belt, and to things like that. That's how come people have diseases.
Yeah, no good pussy wants the bicycle.
No,
Like,
and they don't. No good woman no matter what the other person's thinking, first of all, man, if you feel like the person you're being with is a slutty whore and you're gonna have to disrespect her like that, maybe you should make better choices when you're choosing a woman because
Maybe,
it's not
maybe you just want to
okay.
control her, and you
Yeah.
get someone that down. So that's what you like.
And then my thing is like,
Yeah.
because in
Or
my
maybe
world
someone-
of it, because there's somebody who's the thing that you're downplaying and trying to make her feel bad about being or not, she might not even be. Somebody will find that a very attractive and want that and encourage that and build on that and grow.
Because they always said one man's trash is another man's treasure.
It is true, and that goes for men and women. But the thing is, women aren't usually beating men down unless like you are being like you really got your head so big you just think you the best king dong ding dong man, and you ain't doing shit. Like nigga,
Yeah, 'cause at the end of the day,
you
we can
barely
fuck ourselves better.
didn't for real. They make choices. I'm like, as long as there's a Fascinations, a mother, any kind of other store, castles, all of these kind of places like Amazon and places that they have a plethora of choices in size, dimension, ability. You really, because if we're just gonna have sex with something to get to feel something, it would be better to have a toy than have a person there that's not satisfying you or treating you equally as if you matter. Like, why would I? And at least for sure, you'll be satisfied with the toy. For sure. With a person, no. And why give yourself away like that just to be disrespected and not somebody not want to get into you deeper? Like, get into your mind, get into your head, get into your heart, know how you are, because that'll satisfy you, which should satisfy them. People are doing shit wrong. That's all I know. Amanda?
Amen.
Oh, I'm like, where did you go?
I'm right here.
And no matter, I like mocked this word about a billion times. And then I was looking at my feet. I'm like, there's top blacks to it. What is it? Then I think it's because that window be open and we live in Arizona.
Well, that also, and our bodies are constantly processing the toxins that we intake and the environmental toxins. I mean, the air, as soon as we breathe, we're already starting off toxin filled. And our feet, like, that's a large amount of our
Yeah, then
toxin
there's a lot of
excretion
stuff
goes
gets
through our feet.
Yeah, that's true.
That, the pelvic area, and then all your holes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
There's so much more. So right now, what I'm thinking is gonna be a good stopping point because I want to go. I'm hungry. Now I don't want y'all to see me chew yet because it might scare you when you see that I
Real
really
shit.
be getting down.
Well, and she finds stuff all the time. We all know that.
Yeah, but I don't.
But when
You gotta
see her-
like closely. I mean, we don't know each other like that yet, do we? Who are you?
when Halle Berry starts playing.
Yeah, so it's a lot of layers of greatness within this dynamic, which is just
now.
for real. Oh my God, there's so many stories too. Like,
Oh
yeah,
my god, the dude in the mirrors.
Yes. Oh
That
my
was
God, we were
fun.
cleaning up. Oh my God,
That was
and
funny.
I was like,
I mean, it was
it
gross, but-
was gross, but it was funny. But and it made me be like, we must be something that we don't even know. Because what the hell is he doing? We're cleaning, just getting our clean on, sweeping, playing music. There's mirrors in the house and everything. So while we're cleaning, I like got it in the mirror. That was, you could see to the living room through that mirror. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, Amanda, look at this. Look at what he's doing. I was like, look at him.
Well, and like we thought some. Well, I mean, I thought something was like wrong with myself. Like, what the fuck? But really, it's because we've been busy our whole lives doing us, and so we haven't paid attention to like what's cool or not cool.
Yeah,
And
because
people were
we think we're cool. And other
like,
people be like, they're
some
weird.
freaky bitches.
And we were
and-
just being ourselves.
We
Okay.
didn't know we was freeze.
We didn't know that
Like,
we was
kind of.
about to look through the mirror, and I'm like, whatever we're doing, which was sweeping and mopping. So I'm like, this is could be lucrative. I don't mind if you want to do whatever you want to do and watch me sweep and mop. Go ahead, but that's gonna be at a cost, folks. You over there in the mirror just going to town. I'm like, girl. I was like, look at what the fuck? First of all, I didn't know that he could see us. Second of all, thank God it was one of those days we were doing some other kind of outfits.
Well, yeah, and I am a feminist to the fullest. But I will tell you, when this woman starts to dress up,
It's so
I
fun.
can't even deny it. I become a chauvinist. I'm like, damn, you know, like we're all human. Like
And if you see something that looks good, that's why I'm always like, no, we build each other and we encourage each other. We look good. And when we look bad, we be looking at each other, but we'll all be looking kind of bad together. Like, fuck it, today we looking bad.
and
But
you know
later
what?
we're gonna get pretty because it's important to, as a woman, feel like you're beautiful and sexy. And if you gotta make yourself feel like that first, it's okay. Because that makes it's gonna be the realest, strongest version. Don't be taking other people's opinion of you as fact if you don't feel like that about yourself. Because as soon as they take it away, you'll be like, "Phew, I'm not, I'm not valuable."
And don't ever change that for anybody else. Because the people that love you,
Are gonna they're gonna encourage you to be the best you that you could be, and that's the part that's important.
she could not shower for 2 weeks and I'm still gonna want to drink that dirty bath water.
And you know what? But that went out because she'll be like, "Don't you want to go?" It'd have been a couple of days, but I'm not.
But I might sit under the drain and drink that dirty bath water.
And she might, and I'll be like, "Girl, I love you." That's what it is. It's like a supportive support thing that and it's important that people have it. I mean, period. And it's really good if you're in a relationship, if the person that you're going to for that connection and that support and that for whatever you need, that they're already giving it to you for one, because y'all are building together. Don't be fucking with people that you're not building with. Because you know what the opposite of build is? I want to know, do you know? If you're not building and you're wasting time, it's gonna become destructive. So don't be allowing people in your life that are not providing something positive. And that doesn't mean money financially all the time. But yeah, if you have money and I don't, why am I struggling? And you're in my life and you're just gonna sit here and watch me struggle and you have the ability to help me not? I don't want people around me that will sit and watch me struggle. There's no reason for you to be there because
And the damage of incorrect soul tying.
yeah. And I don't want people that aren't interested in me to be around me either. Exactly. And it's like people spend a lot of time. People will be around you and not like you just to watch you go through stuff so they can talk about you. Yeah. Like
And to those people, like, get a fucking life.
please.
man.
Because like, why would you do that? I don't want to purposely go around people I don't like, be spending time with them, knowing I hate them, just to hate on them with other people. That is got to be a hell of a job. I wonder how much you get
And
paid
like
for
on
that.
some honest, real shit, we're all humans. None of us, I mean, we're all narcissistic. Nobody wants to hear what the fuck somebody else has to say. So why come at somebody with something that's not real?
And
I
right.
gotta decipher through some bullshit lie. Like, I didn't give a fuck about the truth. Now I gotta decipher through some bullshit.
For real,
to tell you
especially
it's
when
some
it-
bullshit. You got
Especially when it's not asked. Like nobody asked you. So what you did was come with some bullshit that wasn't true. And it wasn't. For what did you do it to cause confusion? People want you to be confused and they will come and cause it and stir it up. There are people that just their mission in life is to watch you fail, to make you suffer, to laugh at you, to point out every flaw. Whenever they feel like is an embarrassing moment, they will try to use that against you and make other people see you in a way that you're not a good person because you did this or that. That there's really a person out there. There's more than one, but each person has their own amount, however many there are, of people that will they want to see everything bad about you. They act like it's because they care, but they want to know things about you so that they can spread lies about you, so they can talk about you and make you less of what you are. That's what they're doing. Like if you've ever been homeless, if you've ever been on drugs, if you've ever been alcoholic, whatever you've been doing, there's people that love that you did that. They never want to see you do better. They'll act like they do. Like, damn girl, I'm so sorry that happened. I really want to see you do better. But in reality, they like, this bitch acting like she gonna stop drinking and stop doing all that shit and that nigga be beating her. They like it. And they're gonna do everything they can to make sure you stay in a situation like that. Because people that are really supportive of you are not gonna do anything that puts you in a bad place. Keeps you in a bad place. They're not going to be negative about it. And another thing that will never happen, they're not going to take pain from your past, bring it in your future, and try to hurt you or embarrass you with it. You need to be really mindful of the people and the kind of people you have in your life. If they're doing that, they're not worth anything. Like you might see a light and you might be like, well, they don't know. And they just only did it one time. If they did it one time, they're going to do it another time. And that's a pattern and that's behavior. That is that person's character. and you're letting them hurt your character by trying to understand them, by trying to accept them. If somebody takes your pain from your past, brings it into your future, and tries to use it against you and calls themselves your friend, they're not. They're not, because why are your friends trying to hurt you? Number one, why? Why are you so focused on what I'm doing that you're trying to slander my name or whatever you think it is when you have your own whole life? And I know you ain't perfect either. Who the fuck is perfect? It's just a bunch of people. We've all been dealing with stuff because we've been conditioned to accept things that really we shouldn't. And it's time for that to stop. I'm like, it's time for that to stop. Don't allow people to mistreat you. Stop accepting people's apology and then watch them do the same thing. They're saying sorry for access to do it again. They're not saying they're sorry because they're really actually sorry. And if you've forgiven them for the same thing 4 times already, what makes you think the 5th time is going to be the difference? And then if you finally want to be a grown-up all the way, you just come to understand within yourself that you're going to put up with certain stuff and you're going to know about that and you're going to deal with it because that you want to. And it's not that serious to you. Every day, you have the right to make a change in the way you think, whatever you are accepting at any moment in the day. So don't continue to allow people to mistreat you when you're the one in control of your treatment. You understand that? That's what I'm saying. At any point in any day, you can go, you know what? I don't like this motherfucker and I've been not liking him, so I'm finna go. Go. Or you might like it, so stay. Don't let other people's ideal of what's good for you be your ideal. Don't let other people tell you what relationship is good. Don't do it. And at this moment, right now, I'm hungry. Like I said, whoever you are that stopped through, thank you very much for that. We're going to take time to eat and go back through it. The next time we're going to probably have clients because we'll have the laptops up. This is just about building and growing, and I've missed my friends. We've been away from each other for a while, so this is us coming back together and putting everything together because we've on our own individually been getting our business ideas together, putting things together individually, and now coming back together to make our plans come together. You know what I'm saying? And so it's important to kind of, you only build community by sharing. And I think this is one of the realest ways. That's why it's called live. So you will see a lot and hopefully enjoy a lot, chime in a lot, but negativity is not accepted. We will hear all things, okay? Whatever you're stopping through to say, whatever you feel like you want to contribute, even if it's negative, but it won't be able to continue. I don't know why anybody would waste their time, but I know that people do. But for now, sit with all of that. Bye. Okay.